2024 saw unrelenting rise in hostility and violence against Christians across India, according to the annual report from the Evangelical Fellowship of India's Religious Liberty Commission. The report, titled Faith at Risk, examines violence and discrimination against Christians in Indian states that there were over 840 incidents of violence and targeted persecution reported out of 640 were verified. The EFIRLC report states that the actual number of attacks is likely much higher due to underreporting and fear of reprisals. The Christian community in India continues to face an escalating crisis that demands urgent attention. The report highlights the widespread nature of the crisis, with Christians facing legal harassment, social exclusion, and violent attacks. It states that attacks on Christians take various forms, including physical assaults, disruptions of prayer meetings, church vandalism, social boycotts, denial of community resources, and targeted arrests under anti conversion laws. Reports indicate that on average 4 to 5 churches and pastors face attacks daily, with incidents nearly doubling every Sunday. Over half of the number of cases occurred in just 2 states. India's largest state, Uttar Pradesh in North India, recorded the most cases at 188, with Chhattisgarh, a heavily forested state in central India, next at 150 cases. Rajasthan had 40 cases, followed by Punjab 38, Madhya Pradesh 37, Haryana 34, Jharkhand and Tamil Nadu 27 each, Karnataka 22, and Bihar 21. Smaller numbers were recorded in 12 other states. The report states that Uttar Pradesh anti-conversion law has been widely misused. Pastors and believers are frequently arrested under false allegations of forced conversions. Many of these individuals were simply conducting prayer meetings, attending family gatherings, or offering spiritual guidance. Religious extremist groups frequently raid prayer services and disrupt worship, while accusing Christians of coercion. Several instances, law enforcement action has led to the arrest of victims rather than those responsible for the violence. Legal experts know that lower courts regularly deny bail, prolonging unjust imprisonment for many believers. The report states that Chhattisgarh state remains a major center of Christian persecution, with 150 cases recorded in 2024. Tribal Christians face physical violence, social ostracism, and economic deprivation as extremist groups attempt to force them to renounce their faith. The most common type of incident recorded were threats as and harassment, 255 cases, arrests, 129 cases, physical violence, 76 cases, gender violence, 60 cases, church worship stopped, 46 cases, and vandalism, 41 cases. 4 Christians were murdered for their faith during the year. Uttar Pradesh, on the 27th of December, in Kaiga, a town in Fatehpur, Uttar Pradesh, Pastor Shivrahan was brutally assaulted by a group of men. They forcibly shaved his head, paraded him through the village, and threatened to kill him. Subsequently, a police complaint was filed and a case was registered against Pastor Shivrahan under the Uttar Pradesh Unlawful Conversion of Religion Act. Chhattisgarh, on the 24th of June, in Toylanka village, Kijatan block, Datawada, Chakishtar, Bundu Sunthai was murdered by villagers and family members armed with weapons after enduring harassment for her faith. Despite filing prior police complaint, she was attacked and killed while working in the fields. Villagers have also denied her family the right to bury her on village land. Rajasthan, on the 5th of July in Bharatpur, Rajasthan, Pastor Ravinder Kumar, his wife, and Pastor Phul Singh were attacked at their home by a mob of 25 to 30 extremists. Several Christians, including women, were assaulted, leading to injuries and mistreatment. The police detained the pastors and others, including women, later released on bail from SDM court after filing an FIR against Ravinder. Punjab. On the 1st of March in Ludhiana, Punjab, Pastor Sarabjit, his son, and another Christian were attacked by extremist elements at his church during a gathering with fellow Christians. The church, situated on a large property near a newly built temple, has been conducting ministry for 2 years, but hostility from the extremist element in the area has grown over the past year. The report concludes with recommendations in which the Evangelical Fellowship of India urges the Indian government and law enforcement agencies to take decisive action in ensuring justice for victims of religious violence. This concludes ensuring police protection for Christian communities at risk of attacks, holding extremist groups accountable for instigating and perpetrating violence, preventing the misuse of anti conversion laws against innocent individuals, improving legal safeguards for victims of religious persecution, ensuring fair and unbiased legal proceedings in cases involving religious minorities. It notes that the Indian Constitution guarantees freedom of religion and the right to live without fear of persecution, saying it is imperative that these rights are upheld so that every Indian, regardless of faith, can worship freely and without fear. Please continue to pray for our brothers and sisters in India. And until the next time, take care.